I was just going to say that when speaking of industrial, though, I think it's fared better than almost anything other than multi-tenant residential. There has been an increase in vacancy, but not significant. I'd say where it might have been 4%, it could be 8 to 10% now, as opposed to retail in some centers, like the one where the movie theater is, it's 80% vacant now. So I think multi-tenant residential is faring the best. And I think industrial is a multi-tenant industrial or some kind of industrial, where there's a flexibility between office and warehouse, where you can build out as much as you want and have as much warehouse as you want. That kind of space, that flex space like that, I think is still in great demand.
You've been in the industry long enough to see multi-tenant industrial not only succeed, but grow in demand. What was the previous tenant profile versus today? What's made it so successful?
I think it's a fallback position for a lot of companies that need maybe a retail kind of operation, but don't need that much foot traffic. And it's a distribution area, can even be for small products. It doesn't have to be just large distribution centers for some of the big players in the marketplace, but for even small players. Office space, when there is office and industrial mixed in that kind of product, that office space is cheaper. So people can get into an office at a lower cost per square foot than staying in office. And if they could use some warehouse space with it, it makes it an ideal location at a lower price per square foot.
And you're saying, lower price per square foot compared to what, a Class A traditional office building that they may go after?
Even a Class B.
Okay. I'm thinking of one of the centers we manage in the Temecula Valley that has one of the larger tenants in the center now, a multi-tenant industrial building, is a counseling service. Why might a counseling service that has no need for a warehouse go after a building like that?
Because the cost, it was initially an industrial building, and even with the tenant improvements, price per square foot is much better than going to an office building or a retail site.
Got it.
So it has a lot of possibilities. In another one of our multi-tenant industrial project, we have spaces where they're working with young children with disabilities. They could go to an office building. They could try to find retail, but this is the most cost-effective place to be able to operate and be able to provide the same services. And on many of those, you still have signage possibility where you don't in an office building.
We're talking a lot about the benefits to the tenant. What are the benefits to why a client might want to invest in a multi-tenant industrial building or hold on to that asset for longer? What are the potential reasons why?
I think the stability of the market, and it doesn't have the same issues as retail does or office does.